Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is January 7th, and on today's podcast, we'll be covering what in the world took place yesterday at the Golden Globes. We'll be going over some memes and a Sarah Ruth Ashcraft Twitter thread. As you know, she is reportedly saying that she was a victim of satanic ritual abuse and knows a lot about the elite and what goes on behind the scenes. But before we head into any of that, would you please go ahead and click the bell to get notifications so when I post, you'll be the first to know. Also, please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and don't forget to leave a like to this video. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's hop into it. This is True Reporting. So, from the intro video into this podcast, you can see that there were a lot of strange happenings yesterday at the Golden Globes. We had flu shots being passed out. It's not even flu season anymore, or rather it's not even the time to get flu shots. You're supposed to get your flu shot in like October. So the joke was terrible. It was very cringeworthy, the whole experience. Also, we had the Fiji water photobomb girl, who we all know that does not happen at award shows. I've never seen this happen before, and we all can recall when Trump was drinking from the Fiji water bottle, sending a message, we believe, to the cannibals and the elites who do harm onto kids in third world countries. Sex trafficking, extractions of adrenochrome and pineal glands. You may think this is all crazy, but if you do a little research, you'll find it to be very, very true and very sickening. So, what I wanted to start off with first and foremost was Sarah Ruth Ashcraft, her Twitter thread. You should follow her on Twitter. She's very reputable in my opinion. Been around a while, and she validates a lot of what has happened to her, coming from actually a very high family gene pool, we could say. She is from the Hivits, I believe it's pronounced. The Hivits is Hebrew, one group of descendants of Canaan, son of Ham, according to the Table of Nations in Genesis. So, yeah, this lady comes from, I think, very high up, a very high up family in the hierarchy, and she basically breaks it all down from it. She says, "Let me say it clearly so you understand," she says. "My father, a Havit Luciferian high priest, explicitly told me that the family is actively engaged in terrorism and aims to destroy the United States. Hivets are loyal to a different entity. They are not citizens but minions, QAnon." So, you know, she puts it right out there for us. That's why I found that we should definitely listen to what she has to say. So, moving forward to the Golden Globes, she says, "That's not a flu shot. These people are having to get their dose openly on camera at the Golden Globes. That is how desperate they are." We also see Sandra Oh and Andy Samberg give out free flu shots at the 2019 Golden Globes. This was pretty much their way of saying anti-vaccinations. They're mocking it. In other words, that's what they're doing.
To show how we're all just ordinary people, like ordering pizza for everyone.
But since we already get food at the Globes, we thought we'd mix it up and try something new. So roll up your sleeves, Hollywood, because you're all getting flu shots! You know you wore a sleeveless gown for a reason.
Hey, shot. Excuse me, ma'am. You're definitely going to want to get Defoe. Great.
These nurses are all licensed professionals straight from the Rite Aid in Echo Park.
And look, if you're an anti-vaxxer, just put a napkin over your head and we'll skip you.
You're welcome, you guys.
This costs 50 grand, you guys. You're welcome.
She says here, this is not a normal tweet at all. We already know to be on the lookout for Fiji water. This to me is a signal to the cannibals that this woman has the water, their source to live, the adrenochrome, that they have the children on these third world island countries. They need and is there to serve them. I believe this is significant. And I will show you pictures of that. It's just the whole photobombing incident. Right here, I will show you that this girl was in literally every picture looking at just photobombing, guys, and it's gone viral, completely viral. Check all this out, right? Photobombing everywhere. Very, very strange, guys. Very, very strange. So you tell me, why was this taking place? I really want to know. I'm not watching the Golden Globes, she says, but these things are standing out to me as very odd. Well, when you're awake, you are more aware of things. You take things into consideration and you start to get higher up in consciousness. It's just what it is. Nothing to see here. Christian Bale wins Golden Globe for Vice. Thanks Satan for inspiration in playing Dick Cheney. And we can check this out right here. This is from the actual Satan Twitter. And it says, "You're welcome, Christian Bale, Golden Globes 2019. If you look at who follows this, I mean, this Twitter account has so many followers, like over 100,000, I believe. And if you follow who follows this, it's a lot of celebrities. I find that very strange. And you saw the video in the intro. Weird stuff happening, guys. These people are not who they say they are. They are definitely controlled. Right here it says, "This is odd. Watch the water." This was stated very close to a time where Trump drank from a Fiji bottle and made it quite obvious. I never thought anything of it at the time. Spacey goes to court. Kevin Spacey. The watch his character plays on House of Cards was just shown wearing the watch that was in the QAnon post. So it's all just too many connections for any of this not to be true. Regular service appointments should be made to maintain functionality. The clock is ticking. And this is in regards to Maggie Haberman. There is no smoking on this train. If you're found smoking, we'll assume you're on fire and take the appropriate action, says the Amtrak conductor. As you know, Maggie Haberman is the one who tees up articles against Trump and the Republicans and the GOP and to anything that is for sovereignty in this country. She is handled by someone, and definitely with direct connections to John Podesta, because she is in the John Podesta emails. So she should be taken out soon, is what Q is telling us. Her clock is ticking also. A lot of these people were, I believe, about to see a roundup once we get into a national emergency state because of the wall. If the Democrats do not extend a hand of unity, Trump is going to call for a national emergency and get the wall built using military force. At that time, I believe that we will see a martial law come in, swooping in through the night and picking up these people who are definitely indicted. With that being said, that's speculation on my part, but I find that that makes a lot of sense to me. We can continue on. With that Q post actually yesterday, talking about Maggie. And we can talk conspiracy code or we can talk through transparency. The choice is yours. However, the clock is ticking, and at a select point in time, that option will be expired. Regular service appointments should be made in order to maintain functionality. Q is sending out the word of advice. The clock is about to expire. And it says, for those asking about Fiji water, remember this is a cannibal cult. What happens when the mortally addicted cannibals can't get any more supply? Do those who control the pyramid have to take care of everyone else? It takes a village. And we can see here inside Nexium financier Claire Bronfman's $47 million Fijian island. And as you recall, she is the Seagram's liquor heiress. Claire Bronfman owns 80% of Wakaya, blah, 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 blah. She was picked up for being connected to the Nexium sex cult with a $100 million bail. So you can't tell me things aren't happening, right? Things are definitely happening. We can move forward from that with some memes. We need to definitely get into that. We can see here that Fiji Water, we're honored that Fiji Water could hydrate this year's first talent Golden Globes. And guys, this is just too crazy for me. This timeline is insane. The reason they like children from South America and places like Haiti is because of the high level of melanin. That's the color of the skin they produce. It is a powerful anti-aging hormone, not just for skin, but for organ tissue as well. All of this is to prolong their own lives. Cannibals are animals. So, and they're not vaccinated. These kids are not vaccinated. And again, at the Golden Globes, Andy Samberg and that other lady were talking about, they were mocking anti-vaccination. Vaccinate. You know, get your flu shot, blah, blah, blah. Pushing it. Very strange. But the people in Haiti, they don't get these vaccinations. They're coming down with malaria and Zika virus, all kinds of stuff. But their blood is very pure. This is what they do, people. Look into adrenochrome. Look into Pizzagate. Look into Podesta emails. It's all out there. Look into satanic ritual abuse and spirit cooking. It's all out there. It's rampant in Hollywood. Very sick stuff, but very true. We can continue. Democrats. She's fine. Just give her some water, some Fiji water, and we see Ruth Bader Ginsburg melted. Just a skeleton at this point. Gross. Ginsburg missing Supreme Court arguments for the first time. Washington, the Supreme Court says Ruth Bader Ginsburg is missing arguments for the first time in more than 25 years as she recuperates from cancer surgery last month. An 85-year-old woman does not recuperate from cancer surgery, especially lung cancer, in my opinion. And then we see right here, this came out last night. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, 3/15/33, 1/6/2/19. Rest in peace. Not on my watch. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg died today. Doctors were unsuccessful in prolonging the life of the esteemed longtime member of the Supreme Court. Ginsburg, known for her controversial opinions, regarding sex with children and the abortion of undesirables, succumbed to cancer after a long and historic career as a judicial pioneer. Doctors say that the use of adrenochrome and other drugs not available to the little people were not successful in stopping an aggressive attack of the disease created by big pharma and the food industry. Millions are in shock as they know that Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, will again select a nominee for the Supreme Court to fill the vacancy left by Justice Ginsburg. Justice Ginsburg is Justice Ginsburg is survived by millions and millions of snowflake liberals, some of which offered their own organs to the justice in order to prolong her life and keep Donald Trump from winning anymore. Donations in lieu of flowers can be sent. GoFundMe the Trump wall at the request of the family. So a lot of trolling right there, but could be true, right? Could very well it could be true. I wanted to leave you real quick with a video. This is of, I believe his name is Jason Momoa. He is the Aquaman. Big guy, Samoan, I believe. I don't know what he is. But we all know pedophilia is rampant in Hollywood. And I wanted to show you a video of him grabbing on his daughter. We see a lot of this with Joe Biden and Bill Clinton and different Hollywood elitists, you know, with the rape and like Kevin Spacey grabbing on his co-workers. It's gross. It's completely gross. Anthony Rapp. But I wanted to show you. Jason Moab, I believe is his name, is how it's pronounced, grabbing on his so-called daughter. It's very weird, and I will leave you with this. Guys, if you found this informative, please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it also. You can also follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and don't forget to leave a like. The more likes that this video receives, the more time it is suggested to other people, so more eyes are on the truth, right? Guys, you can donate to this channel by going to my PayPal and my Patreon in the description box below. And I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I'll leave you with this video of Jason Moab being a creep. Have a good day.